Night Madness, and today we're doing the sign of water. Sun, Moon and Rising, we're using the deck called the Fairy Tarot Cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. The other deck we're using is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Selena Fennick. Possibly it's Jeff Fennick's sister, I'm not sure. The first card we've got is the happiest card of the deck. It's happiness, it's sunshine, the sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. Can't get much better than the sun. It also talks about Leo energy and maybe people around you who are there to help you, that are part of the teaching establishment. Maybe you know a teacher or a person that's like a doctor of teaching that's there to support you through your journey on this course that we call life. Enlightenment, a return to good health, dawning of brilliant new ideas that will lead to wonderful opportunities. Turn your face to the sun. You're a beautiful shining child of God. You're unique in the universe and the world needs you to be exactly who you are. Go ahead and toot your own horn. Remember, it's important to treat yourself with the same kindness, respect and caring you would your best friend or beloved partner. Happiness and satisfaction is the sunflowers. The next card we've got is life experience. Okay, water signs, you have an Aquarian crossing your path. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So if you've got an Aquarian crossing your path, expect change. Abrupt change, expect arguments, fights, disruptions, upheaval. That's the Aquarian nature. Upheaval and chaos is the Aquarian nature. In your recent past, you may have been aligned with a Queen of Swords, who is strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny, and you let go of a lot of people and things that no longer serve you. Now's the time to focus on your career. They're unmarried or divorced individuals. The Queen of Swords is a Libran, Aquarian, or a Gemini person who was in your orbit. They are unmarried individuals. They're very strong. They can read between the lines. They can see when you're bullshitting them, and they will call you out on your bullshit. The next card we've got is the Two of Autumn. This is juggling. Two people, two children, two career paths. My father always ran between having a career in real estate and a career in motoring. And he said he would go between one and the other depending on which was the most successful. Maybe you have Gemini in your chart strongly featured. I know I have a trine in Gemini and Aquarian, a triple trine. Ace of Cups. This is to do with love. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, an awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. This is talking about falling in love with someone you may have not envisioned. You may have water in your charts. You may not usually open your heart up this early, but this person feels so safe that you can. An awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. This is a Pisces energy. You may be different, weird, unique, not the normal garden variety. People have always viewed you as not fitting in to the normal, what people would view as normal. But most people who are not normal are usually the most exciting people in the zodiac. It's an awakening, a hidden action behind an apparent standstill, exploring your past lifetimes, giving so others can gain. It's time for a change in perspective. Seeing your challenges in an entirely different way can help you find a new lease on life. This card also shows up to remind you just how wonderful and magical you are. When other valued qualities within you that you may have landed weird or unusual, you can come to see the incredible strength and potential that lies in being your unique self. The fairies are willing to reach out and help you on your path. You are asked to do the same for those who may be in need. It's beautiful to extend aid and compassion to others, but remember to keep a balance so you don't fall into unhealthy patterns of overgiving. And that's the Piscean nature. Then we have the release. Let go of the past and ending it makes way for new opportunities and time to move on or reflect. This is Scorpion energy. You have a Scorpion that's younger than you around you, because there's the Princess of Summer. Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer energy. Gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. They are younger than you, but they are just like you. If you are a psychic medium, they are a younger version of you and they look to you for advice and for mentorship. Please be aware of what you're saying online because you are directly influencing this up and coming psychic medium. They may look to you for advice, for tutorial, for mentorship. So be careful what advice you give them. Ask them to reach out for mental health if they need to talk to someone that is a psychologist or a counsellor. They may be a psychologist or counsellor as well. And get them the help they need in order to proceed forward. Eight of Wands is to do with travel. You may want to travel to see them. They may be in another country. Eight of Wands is flight. It's the arrows of love. You have 8 arrows coming at you. It could be multitasking several different things: job, work, life, house, situation, a fitness program, a dietary change. You may be trying to navigate all these things on your own, and it can be overwhelming, but it's a good overwhelming, but it's also a stressful overwhelming because you're using your senses to overcome certain things, and maybe you've been stagnant for quite some time and all of a sudden everything becomes very busy. So it says taking a stand, defending your position, taking self-protection classes, gaining physical strength at the gym. It's normal to stand up for yourself. Don't allow others to talk you out of your beliefs or opinions at this time. Your thoughts and feelings about what is the right thing to do are exactly spot on. This isn't the right thing to do on exactly to back down or compromise. However, it is a good time to pay close attention to what's happening so you can learn from your situation. Don't allow people in power to intimidate you. Assert your rights, sign petitions. Oh, well, it's the wrong card, but okay. It's also to do with opportunities. Fitness. Don't wish away these wonderful opportunities. Every task is prioritised. It's a lot to handle at once, but the dandelions become wishes come true. And you've got the Princess of Swords. This is to do with Libra, Gemini, and Gemini. They're quite sharp tongues. They can be quite cutting in their remarks. If you don't want to hear the truth, then switch off that. They do not have a filter button. They have no tact. They will tell you exactly how they feel at the time, and you best duck their sword. When they cut well. They cut and they intend to cut. It would be difficult to hear when they speak their truth with kindness. An indigo child or indigo children, they are activists. They are people that picket on the front lawn of the White House or on the front lawn of Parliament House. They are not backwards coming forwards. They could be in the field of law. They may want to do a study of law. They may have several degrees in law through real estate, etc. And they may be very, very sharp with their words and their mind. Compassion is never ever shown unless it has to be squeezed out of them. Next deck is the Fairy Oracle. The Fairy Oracle is a card deck that I like because it's to do with fairies and they're big cards, they're huge to shuffle. But they have nice pictures. I think that's what I'm drawn to, the imagery and the mentality and the sensitivity that they invoke. Cut it into 2. First card. Oh, wow. Fairy tales, letting go, detachment, moving on. This is you deciding to leave. You're scared to fly just yet. Doesn't mean you won't. Just means you'll do it at a later stage. Acorn's invitation, touch, exchange, connection. You may need to work with energies other than yours. You might talk about doing healing work, energetic work. You may need to tell your story. Story keeper. You may need to be very blunt, very honest, very upfront. It's something that you're not normally able to talk about or deal with, but you feel you've come to a time where you have to in order to get the help that you need, because without giving information, can they then fully proceed in convicting and penalising these people that have hurt or harmed you as a child. This is your only way to protect yourself, protect your child like nature, protect the child that was hurt or harmed at a very early age. If you don't convict, they can't help you convict that person. That person needs to be brought to justice. I don't care who they are. They could be Arthur, Martha, or white or black or but what they did was incorrect. You will see miracles take place. Remember, we teach others how to treat us, and you have similarly taught yourself that you feel you are worth and taught others to rely too heavily on you. It is not too late to change. You are not refusing to save a life. It looks like you're critical and turning your back. You feel your worth is derived entirely from being of service to others, even when you feel you can no longer go on. You are currently a one-person's rescue squad. It's not your job. But until you help yourself to be free of these expectations, you will never be free enough to be of help to others. Resentment, guilt, and anger can leak into the service you are providing. Contemplate a fresh way of communicating and begin to love yourself and give yourself regular work breaks. Very important. When you can begin to respect your contribution, others will too. Please set them all a loving, aspiring example. Scared to Fly is 18 and 17 is Acorn's Invitation. Okay, Acorn's Invitation is this one. It's to do with body work. A beautiful man, physically appealing, earthy in nature, well in body, healthy in sexual appetite. It was a strong connection with the archetype of Robin Hood and Robin Goodfellow. He's something of the faun or satyr or pan about him. While he's a man, truly, he's also there to help his woman by loving and honouring her physicality. A unique aspect of the fairy realm is it honours both the goddess and the god. Fairies teach us to be vital, to be healthy, and the part of this is to glory in our physical selves and our physical desires. The fairy man is not talking about a kind of base physical gratification, a filling up of a void. He's speaking of true communal healing, loving touch as his fingers caress the earth. So he respects and loves the woman, the feminine, the mother, the crone, the maiden. He reminds us that when we touch something, we are in communion with it. We are at one with it. Touch is an energy communion, an exchange between two or more people or beings. No one can touch and be left unchanged. When we touch with fairy fingers, super sensitive and fully aware and conscious, we experience the sublime and make better choices about who we touch and who touches us and why. Massage, lovemaking, earthy sensuality, touch therapies. It's talking about Scared to Fly. 18. New life is coming. Spring is stirring. It's waiting for the right moment. It's not time to go where you were told by another, but when you know you are ready. It may look like hanging on to fear to others, but in fact you need a little more to support you, and then you can fly high. It is truly about sinking into lunar cycles and finding the right time for the venture to take flight. When planning this step, be sure to do it at the right time, when the moon, the energies, and nature herself supports moving forward. Learn more about the natural festivals and the lunar cycles and plan your step accordingly. Do not rush. Know that good things do take time, and that slowly can indeed be a worthy way to work. Rushing can create dilemmas, so sense out what is right for you and get ready to fly higher than ever before. Tell your story. Storykeeper is 4. Write a memoir. Use your words by writing, by documenting, by penmanship for things you see when you're asleep. Time to tell who you are, share your story, recognise that you are a record keeper. What it is you wish to give your ancestors with. Think of the generations to come and live your life as you would wish your story to be told. Bring what you dream of into reality on a daily basis. Tell the best story possible to yourself about your life. Writing is therapeutic. Be original in your storytelling. A new book. Yeah, in many ways it's time to create a story for yourself. A rewriting, if you would like, of the fairy tale that is your life and go beyond the happy ending. The surface of the story. Which fairy tale story have you been enacting? Which archetypes are coming up for you? The storykeeper will write what you speak to her, so it's time to seek your wisdom in your story and change the patterns and twists. Carve out an original tale for yourself, create it from your dreams and adventures, and know that the storykeeper will keep the record of your life on this earth alive. For delivery to the Akashic record, nothing you do is trivial or small to be worthy of notice. All your tales and energies have the impact. Tell your story, but most of all, live your own story. Be original and keep the storykeeper supplied with fresh new material for a book of wisdom. I hope this helps some water signs out there. Diarise, documentize, do a video, whatever you need to tell your story to the next generation to help them overcome what you've overcome.